because I've been friends.
Are you heading to the shrine? The shrine to the goddess Kain. We come here to pray and ask for her blessing before battle. The rest of our brigade went to visit the shrine yesterday. They haven't returned yet, and I'm worried about them. Well, no. Not after that traveling merchant came by and told us that terrible story. He said dark witches had killed the keepers of the shrine. The place has been overrun. I can match steel with any soldier, but how do you battle a witch's hex? Kain bless you, stranger. Captain Alhana commands the brigade. She's an excellent leader and a terror with a blade. But they should have been back by now.
They're thicker and doing more and have more people.
Yeah.
What's your goal there? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
How can you do it? How can you change it?
Yeah. It's the goal is really simple. I bought the post because, well, tactically I bought the post because I've been friends with Don Graham for 15 years. If I hadn't been friends with Don Graham, it never would have happened for a whole bunch.
Quiet! Someone's coming! Go away, witch! You won't curse anymore, my soldiers! If you don't leave, you'll taste my blade! Krollold? Really? How do I know you didn't bewitch him, just like the others? You want to... You again? Perhaps you weren't lying after all. If you actually gathered my soldiers' amulets, please slip them under the door. These...
Roy's fever grows worse. A fever curse grips poor Troy. If we don't cure him soon, I fear he'll become one of the bewitched. Droy was sent to the shrine ahead of the brigade to let the keepers know we were coming and give them time to prepare. When we arrived, we found Droy like this, burning with fever. I've been trying to care for him, but nothing seems to help. There's one thing I haven't tried yet. There's a flower that's been known to cure a fever. It's called Kain's Breath. It grows around the runestones that decorate the grove. A handful may help save Droy's life. Can you get some for me?
My apologies, but these are dangerous times. I watched my soldiers turn into mindless slaves. I had to make sure that your will was still your own. Our brigade came to the shrine to pray. That's when they fell upon us, Daedric witches! They bewitched most of my soldiers. We four are all that remains, and Droy is burning with an unnatural fever. I fear he won't last much longer. He was cursed by the witches. The fever burns away all that he is. Soon he'll be a mindless slave, just like the others. The Keepers could heal him, but we haven't seen a Keeper since we arrived. It's likely the witches killed or cursed them. Of course, they could be barricaded away, just like we are, waiting for help to arrive. Droy mentioned something about them before the fever took him, but we've had other things to deal with. Explore the shrine. The witches there might have a clue. There's also a locked dresser by the bed. One of the bewitched soldiers might have a key. I'd love to know what they've locked in there. Before the fever took Droy, he mentioned the witch by the lake. He said she didn't attack him. Find this witch. If she's really willing to talk to you, she might have something useful to say.
I smell fresh kind's breath. It reminds me when I was a little girl, running through the fields in spring. I miss those simpler days. Oh, yes. This is more than enough. The flower is very potent. Thank you. With these, I should be able to reduce Droy's fever. Droy's fate is in Kind's hands, but his chances are better now. I'll continue to watch over him until he wakes up. Since he was here before us, it's possible that Droy knows what happened to the Keepers. We need to find out what he saw.
why do you approach me? Do you want to end up like the rest of the bewitched? Or perhaps you believe Kyne will protect you? You search in vain then, for the Keepers are lost. Kyne no longer lights their way. Why should the Keepers maintain the shrine of a god who ignores their prayers? Kyne blesses the Nords before battle, but Nords die every day. We lose sons and daughters in these stupid wars, and what does mighty Kyne do? Absolutely nothing. We refuse to worship a god who ignores us and lets our children die. Think about it. You'll figure it out soon enough. Now leave this place and take everyone barricaded in that building with you. The Keepers don't need to be rescued, and this grove belongs to us now. Go.
Was your search successful? Ah, I know this book. Many nodes carry similar hymns written to our goddess. It's strange that a Daedric witch would take this from a keeper. Perhaps it's part of their spell. Maybe they use a victim's property to maintain control. It sounds like the witches attacked before we arrived. I wonder if the Keepers were already cursed when this was written. That would explain why they were acting strangely. A hymn book? A journal? And now a witch? I have my suspicions, but there must be more to it. This can't be what I think it is. Investigate the building where the head keeper worked. Last time I checked, it was locked. If you can enter the house, you might find something that will make sense of this situation. I haven't climbed through a window since I was a young girl. They've gotten smaller. I should have checked the window. Nodes tend to break things, not sneak through them. What? No, that can't be right. Even though I suspected... No. There must be some mistake. To go against everything they believe in, everything they were taught? Why would the Keepers do such a thing? The Keepers teach us it is an honor to die defending our homeland. That's what they preach. Forsaking the teachings of kind dishonors us all. You only have 2 things left to do. 1, find Keeper Ormi. 2, put a blade in her dark heart. If that doesn't end the curse, at least it will make damn certain no one else gets bewitched. Strange lights and sounds have been coming from the shrine at the center of the grove. It's not normal. That's probably where you'll find the fallen Keeper. Whatever Omi uses to channel these dark powers, it's corrupting the serenity of the grove. You can't reason with Daedric witches! We've all suffered losses, but they took my soldiers and turned them into mindless slaves! I can't forgive her for that. They need to die! Every last one of them! What's wrong with me? I feel like I'm being torn apart! You don't feel the pain that I have suffered. Kain has forsaken us. She let our children die. Now we'll take her children as our own.
I hope to find you over here. It wasn't Joy we had to worry about. Gain was under the witch's control the entire time. I just thought he was drunk and moody. Once the captain left, he attacked me. I put a knife in the big oaf's neck, but not before he unlocked the door. The witches swarmed inside. I had to leave Troy there so I could warn you. Where's the captain? Then it's over. I'm the only one left. It's kind of funny. We came for a blessing, but we were defeated before we got to the war. Why did the Keepers turn against us? Wait, Keeper Ormi? By Kain, she thinks her sons are dead. I knew her sons. I served with them. Sahun survived. She doesn't know? No one told her? She killed and cursed my brigade, and you want to save her? Fine. I'm in no shape to argue with you. Sahun spends time drinking in Windhelm at the Cold Moon Inn. Helps him forget, he says. Go drag him back here if you think it will help.
This is my shadowy alcove. Go find your own.
Welcome to Windhelm and to the finest stable in the city. We also run the best inn, if that's what you're looking for. It's right over there.
There's the one that made peace with the giants in Lower Yorgrim.
If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore. Who wants to know? I'd rather have her think that than know the truth. I'm a disgrace to my people and to Kain. My brother, my ship, my entire fleet. They died right in front of me. And what did I do? Nothing. No. My mother is the head keeper at Kain's Grove. She'd never turn against Kain and her people. She should honor my brother's memory, not disgrace it. No, I can't. If what you say is true, then it's already too late for my mother. Do what you must to save those people, but I can't face what she's become. I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder. What does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories. You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. Leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
no place here. This grove belongs to us now. We'll use these people as we see fit.
Oh, Mother! What have you done?
My son, you're alive. I thought I lost you.
Why would you do this to yourself, Mother? To all these people? Listen, Traveler. I know she did horrible things, but she's still my mother. Kain must forgive her. The goddess never gives up on her people. No, I won't give up on her or Kain. I lost faith in myself the day I lost my brother. But I never lost faith in my God. Kain teaches us to fight for what we believe in. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fighting for my mother. Pray for forgiveness. Kain, hear my prayers! My mother turned away from you, but she was wrong. She acted as she did because of her grief. She devoted her life to you. If you restore her, I'll return to the war. I'll take up my weapon to fight for your honor and our people once more. Please, Goddess. I lost my brother and my father. Don't take my mother from me as well.
Kain's cleansed me. She's forgiven me for everything I've done. How could I have been so foolish? I hurt so many people during my crisis of faith. I won't. Kain has shown me the way again. Without your intervention, I would have continued to rain horror upon my people. Thanks to you, I can make amends. These soldiers will be cared for until they are fully healed. No, the soldiers still live. They were to become members of our Daedric coven, but I won't let that happen. Not now. Your friends are back at the Keeper's house, safe and well cared for. They're still under the spell of Daedric influence. I'll work on freeing them, but it will take some time. Do not fear. I'll make sure you receive safe passage through the grove. I am their leader, after all.
I don't know what you did, but my soldiers are alive. Thanks. So did I. The last thing I remember was a terrible pain. I woke up in here, next to Droy. One of the witches was tending to my wounds. I'm still not sure what is going on. That's wonderful news! And we're still all alive! This isn't how I expected this to end, but I can't argue with the results. We'll head back to Windhelm and rest before marching to join the rest of the army. Take this. It was a charm to bring me luck in the war. Thanks to you, my luck has been pretty good. I want you to have it.
Hail. You're just in time. Hail and well met. Taking a break? Waiting for some friends? I'm a royal road worker. Do you appreciate the flat, even roads throughout East March? You can thank us for those. We've earned a little relaxation. We're throwing a celebration in Crag Wallow. You should join us. It'll be a night to remember. We even have a bard. He was passing by and agreed to perform at the party. Go talk to Burge Stoneheart, right up the road. He's our overseer. I'm sure he'll let you crash the party.
Another traveler wanders in, but you don't look like a bard. You've got that right. We work hard and relax harder. You're welcome to join us. A bard wandered into camp right before you, so we'll have music as well as mead. The cooks, Callagher and Hegvia, are arguing over what to serve for the party. They're up near the main hall. Callagher favors steaks. Hegvia wants to make goat stew. They want me to choose, but I hate to pick favorites. You decide. Goat stew is delicious, full of meat, potatoes, and not too many vegetables. Hegvir is a pretty good cook. She'll probably need your help getting some of the ingredients for her stew, though. Of course I like steak. I'm Nord, aren't I? That's all Callagher really knows how to cook. Bear steaks, usually. He'll probably need your help getting the meat.
taste is. I think it needs a pinch more salt. Oh, did he? I'm sure he'd want something extraordinary for the party. Not just a slab of meat that's burnt on the outside and raw in the middle. Something worthy of a chef of my caliber. A savory goat stew would do the trick. Don't wait too long. I need to get the ingredients all simmering together. That way the flavors meld. You can't rush good cooking.
You look like you need a bear steak. Charred on the outside, bloody in the middle. Bears and the workers want meat, seared, salted, and still bleeding. I ask you, what goes better with a cask of mead than a good bear steak? Nothing, that's what. Hegvir probably wants to make that fancy goat stew of hers. She uses herbs. That's where you come in. You look like you could carve up a bear. Go lure old Ironclaw from his cave. Just toss these leftovers Hegvir made out front. It should attract the bear. Goodness knows no Nord will eat the stuff. That old bear should be in his lair this time of the day. It's north and west from here. Just drop that old lunch on the rock in front of the cave. The smell should lure old Ironclaw out, and you can take care of him. Wonderful. These bear steaks will feed a lot of people. Did old Ironclaw give you any trouble? Well done, friend. I mean rare. Good and rare. I'll start searing these steaks right away. You know what goes good with bear steak? Mead! And bears needs a few more barrels. Go see Raldolph Wolfkin at the storehouse. Get his key and get the mead.
What do you want? Key? What key? Oh, what's the use? It wasn't their fault. They didn't mean to take it. I won't say any more. I won't tattle on my friends. The key is lost, but I know where it is. Sort of. One of my wolf friends snatched it off my belt. Swallowed it in one gulp. I refuse to kill them for a key. They are beautiful, noble creatures. A woman who once loved me treated them as kin. I do. If you had known Olda and seen her among the wolves, well, you would look at them differently too. She was blessed by Kain, and the wolves were always gentle around her. She taught me to respect them. Ah, my fair Olda. Do what you must then. They ran to the north. They're probably not far. Oh, my noble friends. I can't bear to watch this. Run! Run, my wolf brethren! Save yourselves!
I'll take one if you're buying.
Looks like you've been busy. Thanks for all your help. Now relax and have some fun. The party's already started. You know, we could use some music, though. Oh, there is. He's the one not dressed like a royal worker. He's upstairs last I checked. Why don't you go up and ask him to play us a song? As often as we can. The Skull King himself sends the mead to us on a regular basis. Likes to keep his workers happy. Good man, King Yoren. Sure bless him. Here and there, these camps are well built and well maintained. Great places to rest when the weather turns ugly. As often as we can.
A fine gathering. A fine gathering indeed. I suppose I have made them wait long enough. I like to build anticipation in my audience. Makes the reaction that much better. Yes, it's time. A bard must always gauge the audience. You want them relaxed, receptive. If they are too deep in the cups, they can't appreciate the wonderful tones of my lute. My fine ladies and... A fight. I suppose I have made them wait. Yes, it's time. A bard must always gauge the audience. You want them relaxed, receptive. If they are too deep in their cups, they can't appreciate the wonderful tones of my lute. My fine ladies and handsome gentlemen, it is time for music. Relax and listen to my songs. Let the music soothe you. What happened here? There are dead and injured people all over the place. And who are you?
I need to figure out what happened here. My friends deserve answers. I'm the overseer for the royal work crews in this area. When I left for Wilhelm a few days ago, my workers were hale and whole. Now I come back to find many of them cut down and the rest injured and confused. I need answers. You and anyone else who survived whatever happened here. I need to report to Jarl. How did you end up in Cragwallow? My gut tells me you aren't responsible. No injuries, but you seem to be recovering your wits well enough. Help me investigate what happened. Talk to some of the survivors. Let's see if we can piece together recent events. We need to figure out what happened here.
My head aches and everything looks blurry. I took a hard knock on the head. I don't remember much from earlier today. There was drinking and singing, and pie. I think I remember pie. I wish I could remember something. I was relaxed, drinking a bit. I heard the bard start to play, and I decided I was going to have another piece of pie. Next thing I knew, I woke up with this lump on my head and they're all dead. Show them no mercy. Oh, I think I need to lay down for a while.
Why would anyone attack Cragwallow? To be honest, I wasn't seeing all that clearly before the attack. I admit I had a drink. Or 7. I remember there was singing, then the screaming started. Or was it screaming and then singing? No, we were singing. The bard was playing. I think I saw you singing along too. No, I wish I could. That poor bard, I think I remember him yelling too.
I want to catch whoever's responsible for this. One pint of mead. Not even. Half a pint at best. My memory is all hazy. I sang along with the bard. His lute was just enchanting. Next thing I know, I wake up covered in wounds. It's a mystery. Such a blur. I might have seen things moving around. Not quite human, but too small to be trolls. Not ice wraiths either. Those things leave ice all over the place. Yes, that's it. We were attacked by small, not quite human things.
Everyone seems confused. Did you find out anything at all? In a haze of memories, that bard and his music stand out like the sun on a clear winter's day. But where is he? I don't see a bard among the living or the dead. I agree. Search the area and see if you can find him. People remember music, and the bard is missing. A coincidence? Maybe, but I don't like the sound of it. I'll stay here to help the wounded and keep watch over the camp.
Does no one care?
Please. I'm not as strong or as fast as I used to be. I was assaulted by the same creatures that attacked Cragwallow. You track these monsters? Then I implore you to aid a dying old man. I was a soldier before joining the work crew. My sword and shield saw me through many battles. But I am a shadow of my former self. The creatures took my items and left me to die. I want my sword and shield with me for my final journey.
There was nothing I could do. I'm one of the royal workers. I followed the creatures that dragged off the bard, Reeklings. Unless I miss my guess, they haven't been seen around these parts in years. There were too many of the foul creatures. I couldn't help him. Into that cave. I never even knew there was a cave up here. He was still alive when they dragged him in there. The goblins seemed excited about something. I'm a road worker, not a soldier. I'm not going to walk into a den of Reeklings. That would be suicide. Whatever has the Reeklings so riled up probably led to the attack on Cragwallow. I hope you can save the bard and figure out what's going on.
Get me out of here! No, I'm not all right. These creatures dragged me here after slaughtering half the workers in Cragwallow. Well, about that, I'm not actually a bard. I found the lute. It's enchanted. I play a few notes and my audience falls asleep. They wake up later, a little confused, a little groggy, and missing some gold or an item or two. Perfectly safe. I had no idea it would attract weaklings. They placed it on that altar thing over there. Their chief seems to like to look at it. He keeps coming in. Makes me nervous how he stares at me. But it's... well, I suppose you're right. Go ahead and destroy it. Then we can get out of here. You're going to have to get the key from the Reekling chieftain to let me out of the cage. You are going to let me out, aren't you? You got the key? Open the cage. What? You wouldn't leave me in here? I had no idea the loot would attract the Reeklings. It never did before. And I never wanted the workers to get hurt. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a criminal. Well, not a dangerous criminal. All right. I swear by the snow on my mother's grave. I'll turn myself in. I'm very sorry about what happened. Yes, of course, I did promise. I don't suppose I could just promise to find a new line of work, and then we could just skip the part that requires me to surrender. All right, all right. I'll go back to Cragwallow and tell the royal workers what happened. I may not be the most honest Nord, But I promised I would surrender myself to the royal workers if you got me away from the Reeklings, and I will. I never intended for anyone to get hurt. I'll stay away from enchanted items from now on.